Hello, Mr. Rabbit here. I am back with Projectile Part 2. And before we didn't really and get into the topic much, and we didn't be able to shoot the projectile yet. So what we're trying to do here, what we need to do first is when we click, because we need to when we click this mob, we want to shoot a projectile from here and shoot it from here. Okay, but we need to have an event that can detect that when we click here, that it's gonna detect our mouse when we click. Okay, that's what we need to do. So that's what we're going to do now. Now we need to go back to our assets here. Okay, and then go for repal and go for mob mushroom and go to scene. Okay, this one we don't have something that can detect it, like a box collider or something. We need that, so we need to click here and then add a box collider to the box collider. This one. Okay, this box collider is basically so you can detect if it's hit or not with a mouse, or even the the incoming projectile. But no, we're not gonna use that. We're gonna use only it for its for the mouse. We're just gonna use it for mouse. Oh my god, I can't English. Pretty much. So it's here, but we need it to be. We need to adjust this. Okay, this box collider. So I did click this. You'll see that highlight there, and just drag this one here and here. Okay, now we have it. Now we need to have put a script here that when we click it, it will fire an event. Okay, we need to check it. So first, we need to go to our assets, go to script, and now we need we need to make a folder now on script. Create folder. We call this mob unit. I'm just gonna call it mob unit, and I'm just gonna call it mob, I guess. I just call it mob or mob unit to be precise. Mob underscore unit. Yeah, it will compile. It's gonna take its time to compile. We wait. Okay, and then left click this one and we drag it. Okay, after that we double click this one and then clear all of this. Okay, and then go for private void on mouse click. I think it's here on mouse down. Yeah, it is. So let's just put debug dot log test just to see it when we click it, if it's if it's firing or not, that event. Okay, so we just click this one, the arrow here. There's an arrow there. Okay, then we try to replay it and see if the word test will come out. This one, if I click this one, let's see. See that? All of it. So it's working. It's working. So what we're gonna want to do now is we need it. So when I click here, I will shoot a projectile here. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we need to get the position of this one and then the position of this, and we can fire it that easy with using do twin. That's why we import do twin to make things much easier. That's the main reason why. Okay. In this series, we're not gonna really focus about uh, collision so much and all that. We're just gonna use the do twin for the projectile. Okay. You're gonna see how we do this or make it work. And now we're just gonna go back to our caster here and then double click here. And now, so we need to pass the caster, this one. So game object, the one that is casting caster. I'm just gonna call it origin unit, and then game object target unit. Okay, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. Target unit. Okay. So now we control S. Okay. Now we need to make a script for projectile itself. The projectile. Do you remember what we did? We go here in asset and then prefab and then effects. This what we made the last time. Okay. We're gonna put the script here. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. So we go back to our assets and then script, and then I'm just gonna make a folder here for projectile. And then right click, create script, then call it projectile. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna okay, I can drag it. I need to complete the compilation. Okay, this one. Okay, it's here. And now we can just double click. So this is where we're gonna use the do twin. So the do twin is we need for do twin is the origin of this projectile and also where it goes to. So basically what it's gonna be is when after this projectile is generated, it will teleport. This projectile will teleport to the origin and then shoot through the target. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, when it got to this destination, it will pop out. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we need to pass the origin where it's going this unit right here. Public game object the origin unit and also the target unit. I'm storing the game object, not just the position, because later on just going to if we going to have a special effects, we need to know the properties of the origin unit, which is this one, and also the target, if it does have armor or something, or if it does have a high health, or if it's have a barrier or something. That's why instead of passing the position, we're passing the entire unit, not just the position, the entire unit. This one and also the mobs that we're targeting. The mob that we're targeting. That's the main reason why. Okay. So private void awake, and then so when it's awake, it's going to teleport on the origin of that unit, and we're going to generate this projectile the same parent here on the world, because we're gonna go for local position. because if it's not, it's gonna mess up. So we need to do that. So we're gonna go for that get component. Actually not. That transform that local position, and then put the projectile to the origin unit. Transform that local position. It's same position as this one. Okay, so it will teleport there. So after it will teleport there, what we're going to do? Okay, not that one. What we're gonna do is this transform is basically referring to this projectile. Okay, this origin unit that transform is referring to the origin unit basically. So what we're gonna do now is after it's generated here, I mean after it generated the projectile, it will teleport here and then shoot from there. That's what's gonna happen. I can't English anymore. Anyway, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Okay. Now we're going for after doing that, we're gonna go for transform that do local jump. And then the end value is what the projectile end up with. So we need to pass the vector tree of target unit basically. Yeah. So target unit that transform that local position, and then we pass the jump power. How high is the jump? Because we're jumping the projectile like it's a ball, but it's a projectile. So we put it in. We're using it like a arc. That's the logic. So I guess we test then if it's okay. And then the jump, we want it to just one because it will jump around like if you go for many. So it's gonna be bad. So the duration of the projectile, I don't know. We can just change it later. I guess we go for 1 second. I guess yeah, we go for 1 second. And I don't like it in one line. And to make things better for me. Yeah. So basically, this is the destination. This is the power. The how high is it? And this one is the duration. Oh wait, this is the jump, and this is the duration. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a comment on it. This one, the target location, and then this one the jump power, and this one is jump count, and the last one is the jump duration. Yeah. Okay. Control S. We're not. Okay. After that, now it will generate. It will go there, but now this is fine. Now we go back to the game caster. Okay. Because right now it's not generating. Now we're going to generate it. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for I guess go back to this one and go for this. Create empty. Right click, create empty, and then go for player. Okay. I'm making this, so I'm going to reference the player here. This one. That's my plan. And what we're gonna do, maybe I just call it player properties. Player properties. Hmm. Hmm. Better. Player properties. Okay. And then go to script, right click, and then make a folder here. Call it player. And go for player script. Player, create a script. Call it player. Just gonna call it player field, I guess. Player field. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna not property. I'm just gonna call this player field because I think later on I'm going to put another character, so that's why I'm doing this player field. Because we just call it player field. This one. Okay. Same thing as that. Okay, we drag it, click, and then we drag that. That's what I did. Okay. After that, double click this, and then clear all this, and then reference, get our player here, which is what we're gonna do first is serialize field, and then private, and then call this a game object, and then the player. Okay. And then Control S to save. Now we're gonna get the player, this one. We're gonna reference it. Okay, that one. And we can do that, basically. Yeah. Now, what we're gonna do is public game object get player, get unit. And we just return the player. Okay. Control S. If you have a difficulty follow along, because maybe you're not comfortable yet with C#, basically, because it's hard to keep up with combination of UI and also the coding. It's hard, but I will try it simplified as much as possible. So Control S. Now after that, it's already here. See that? So what we're gonna do is now we're going back to our gamecaster. Okay. This gamecaster is okay. Not actually. We do this last. We go to our mob. Go to our assets here, prefab, and then the mob mushroom. Yeah, this one. So this one don't have a script. Oh yeah. Oh, it does have a script. So what we're gonna do here is double click this one, and also private void type private void away. Then we're gonna get the this game object right here. This one, player field. Because this mob is not existed. This where is it? This mob right here. It's not existed. It's only existed when we generate, but at the beginning of the game, it's not there. So what we can do is we need to get the game object. I'm going to show you what I'm trying to say in a second. If I do this public game object, and then we're trying to get this right, player field, right? Player field. That's a name. Player field. This is what I'm talking about. Control S. And go here. See this? If I grab it, and it's not you can't do that because this is not existed yet. It's only existed during runtime when it's generated, but right now it's not. So what we can do is we need to reference it after it's spawned, and after it's spawned it will be awake, so it will trigger. So we need to do that. Yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for this part 2. There's gonna be a part 3, I guess. Anyway, I'm just gonna save this one. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to be gone for now. There's going to be a part 3, don't worry. If you want to support me, please refer on my Patreon, or simply share in the video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.